LED. Okay, I don't know if it's noticeable on camera or not, but there's a little bit of a flicker coming from these. I don't think it's really noticeable, but if you move these around, if you move this around a little bit, you can tell that there's a tiny bit of a flicker, it seems. These ones obviously are perfectly fine. These are incandescents, so they shouldn't have that problem. This is a string of around 60 lights, and this is a string of around 200. The rest of them are back behind me. You see the brightness. Let me turn off the light here. And you can compare to see how bright they are. Incandescents seem to be a little bit more brighter, but it's a really close tie between. It's a tie between which one's brighter and not. These ones have more colors than these ones do, but with the same thing, you can get the amount of the same amount of colors with this one as you do with these ones. You should all look around. Looking closer at the bulbs, these are of course incandescent, and they do burn out a few times, so you're gonna need to replace them, obviously. If I could get a close-up of that, that's green, and here's green on the other one over here, the LED. See, it looks a little bit more brighter on here. On camera, it looks a little bit more brighter than the incandescent over here. And then here is blue on the incandescent. You can see it right there. And yeah, there it is. It's a good image. And then here's blue. If I could find a blue. Here's blue on the LEDs, and it seems to me that the main colors that's going to be popping out for both of these sets. This one seems to be blue and green seem to be the ones that stand out the most in terms of color. With these ones, it is pink and a mix of pink, red, and orange. Green and blue aren't really too noticeable on this one. Just on this one, it is. This one, of course, uses less wattage than this one over here, and has a higher output for less wattage. However, you do have to be careful with the LEDs, because sometimes they have a flicker to them. And basically, what that means is that they have like a strobe onto them, especially to older people, it could be really a nonsense, and sometimes may produce seizures. So you really want to be careful on what type of brand of LED you're buying from. Luckily, this one right here doesn't seem to be having a high flicker, but it does have a flicker. If you notice, when I move this around, you can see it kind of looks like it's flashing a little bit, or if I move the camera around a little bit. But then with these ones, obviously, you don't see that. Like, it's a steady light, not a flicker. And again, if I move this, just steady. And if I move this, you can kind of see it. I don't know if you can see it, but you can kind of see how it kind of flickers a little bit. But not as bad as other companies. But you really need to be careful on what brand you buy this from, because there's a lot of known brands, and cheap brands too, that produce LED lights that flicker a lot, and again, it could lead to seizures if they have like a high amount of flicker. But this one has a okay amount, and you might be able to see in the camera. There's like small little rays when I go next to these. You can see small little lines. That's because of the flicker on these. You barely notice them, but see right there. That's because of the flicker right there. I'm going very close to the LED, and that's because of the flicker. Those two lines you see, or three lines basically, but you know what I mean. And when I go on to the blue on this one, if I go close to it, nothing. Just a solid blue light. But with this one, you can see it flickers. Again, LEDs, if you want to save electricity, LEDs are good. Just gotta watch out that they don't have a high flicker rate. These ones, they get hot, so if you're gonna have them, I don't really recommend to have them on all night, because if a spark lights up on a tree, it could cause the tree to go on, catch on fire. This one is less likely, but it could still happen. Not maybe in terms of heat, but in terms of like something internal going on. But with this one, not really. But yeah, and these are both of them on. I'm gonna go ahead and take turn one of them off. I'm gonna turn the halogen one off. So just the LED is going on. I'm gonna move this closer to the center, and this is just LED, pure LED. This is during the daytime, so it's not gonna be that good. You can see just how bright it is. You can see the kind of individual colors, but the constant color seems to be a blue and green seems to be the brightest of the colors, it seems, on this particular set. Others it may be different. And then you can kind of see the flicker on the thing. You might be able to see a little line when I move the camera around. But yeah, let me turn these ones off, and I'm going to turn on the halogens. Incandescent, I'm sorry. Put this over here. And I'm going to turn on the incandescents, turn these off, and then turn on the incandescents, and just see how bright these guys are. And again, this is a set of 200. I got around 60 in like this one group here, and 60 in around this group over in this group of LEDs. The other part of it is right behind me. It's a big mess. But you can see how bright that is. It looks even brighter. And see, you can see the constant color. It's like a reddish orange on this camera. That seems to be the brightest color out of this set, and it seems this set is a little bit brighter than the LEDs, just by a little bit. Hope this video helped you out a little bit on deciding what to get on Christmas nights, and have a great day.